It's a perfect situation. Swear the bad news bear.
Powdered beans, which is what they actually use in baked beans. Now you'll see the skins are floated to the top on this. Just fine. You don't need them. So the easiest thing to do is fill your container. In my case it's a saucepan, and just scoop them all out. If you try and do this one at a time, it'll take you all day. I've got some of them, most of them. I mean, it didn't go and hurt you or anything like that. It's the skin of the beans. Another rinse. This will help some more skins to float to the surface, which there are. So scoop them out. All the time you're doing this, just although you have checked over your beans when you first got them out of the pan, keep a look out and check how they are now. These will probably be parboiled first of all. So they are, they've been rinsed, and we put these over here for later. Now I'm going to turn the dishwasher on and do my jars, because I think they have acclimatised the temperature. They're getting there. Hey, back with these haricot beans. Put them on to boil and let them boil for 2 minutes, and then I'll come back to you afterwards. Okay. Hello. I've got 1 litre of tomato juice coming slowly to the boil. Just a normal carton of any tomato juice going. You could use fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes, or even tomato puree with water, but I'm using a carton, lid carton of tomato juice. To that I am adding half teaspoon of rock salt, half teaspoon of mustard, and about half teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon, sorry, of pepper. This next ingredient I've never used, but apparently it's supposed to give it a browner colour and slightly sweeter. It's about nearly a quarter cup of molasses sugar. So we'll see what that's like. Oh well, everything's trial and error. Also some chopped onion, about medium sized onion will do. And bring it slowly to the boil. While this is boiling, you can check your jars. Mine have come out of the dishwasher, and as you can see if I can move you over here a bit, all my jars are over there. I have got more waiting in the dishwasher if this isn't sufficient, but it should be. I've also got my Tatler lids in a saucepan of water. They are ready to go. And on the other side of the kitchen I've actually got my normal lids that I will be soaking in hot water, very hot water. They don't need to be boiled. And you might be able to see there, you might not, is the tomato juice is beginning to boil. Now, I made a plan yesterday, because apparently the Americans go nuts about this pork and beans. So this is sort of based on that. The flans I made yesterday with some bacon chops, I didn't use all of it because I knew I was doing this today, and I'm going to put it in my jars. So put 3 pieces in the big jars. I've sterilised up everything that I'm going to use. My canner has got the correct amount of water in it. But look at your instructions for the canner. Mine says about 3 quarts. So I've got that in, and I've got some vinegar in to stop the jars going cloudy. And I'm just basically keeping that warm. Beans, I boil for 2 minutes and then I strain them, and they're just sitting here waiting. So I'm going to strain it then. Yeah, that'll do. So put a ladle full of beans in. Now you've got to think that these are going to swell a bit. You won't be able to see that. Let's move this. Ladle full of beans in. These are going to swell a bit. And then this smells really nice. Looks gorgeous as well. And we take a ladleful of this, and over the top it goes. Now, because the beans will swell and everything, you also need to leave some headspace. This one I've sterilised up. This is what my husband printed off to give me the headspace. And if I have a look, ooh, can go a touch more. Let's try again. which one in turn, and then I'll choose the best one. I think that will be it now. Just check. Yep, just touching. Right. Always debubble. You want to make sure you've got no little air pockets in there at all. So just run your spatula. What I use to debubble, let me show you, is a normal spatula. I had some smaller sized ones, so I just took the end off and I use that to do it. Because you don't want to put anything metal, because of them starting to crack in your jar. If they've got hairline cracks in, that's not going to be helpful at all when you're actually canning. Also, got some white vinegar here, the same that we used in the canner. Just dip it in white vinegar and rub it all around your lead surface. I have to do this left-handed. All around your lead surface, because you want to get a really good seal. Now, these taffeta lids, but you, according to the instructions, I've never used these before. Put your ring on, let by your lid. But to me, it should be a case of, yeah, there. It's centered off, and remember what, getting normal lid, you don't have to sterilise these, but according to the instructions, you finger tighten it and then you slacken it off a bit, and they did seem very loose, but that is what the manufacturer said. Right, I've now done all my taffeta lids. Let's do the normal sort of lids. Again, it's about 1.5 ladles. Beans. Bean juice. Check you've got the right headspace, which I know I haven't. Yeah. Debubble. Wipe your rims. Now these other lids are so easy. You just get one out with your magnetic lifter and put them on. That's all there is to it. But as I say, the only place I can see to get them is in America, and so I've got postage and package on top of it, which makes it more expensive. Once you get these finger tight, you don't have to loosen them up like you did with the taffeta lids. And into the counter it goes and waits for us. Right, I'll see you when these are all done. All done. Don't know if you can see in the counter. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the half-pint jars and 1 of the pint jars full of baked beans with bacon in. I put all the bacon in this last one because I've got no more beans, and that's in for waiting. Now I can process just these as they stand, or I'm going to do some chickpeas as well, so make use of the room. See you later. Right, I've finished all up and they're all in the canner. I've got 2 layers. I've got me chickpeas and the baked beans. So they've been sitting in the water for a while. Always check your vents. And you seal before placing your lid on. Try which way this goes. Line up the arrows on the counter, press down slightly and turn. And we'll let this go on full heat now until we see a steady stream of steam. Yeah, steady stream of steam coming out of this nozzle. And as soon as that happens, I'll come back to you. As you can possibly see now, it's definitely going with the steam. And there goes the timer. It's now been venting a steady stream for 10 minutes. So we can actually put the weight on. And that's on. And the dial on the front, you've got to wait till that comes up to pressure, which is about 10. And then when it's at pressure, that's when we can start the timer. Now the chickpeas need 75 minutes. The chickpeas need 75 minutes and the beans need 65. As they're all in the canner together, they're going to have 75 for everything. Always go to the highest one. If you've got something in there that requires 55 minutes and something that requires 75 minutes, you do them both for 75. Never take the less figure, always take the highest figure. So we're just waiting till it comes up to temperature. Back again. The gauge is now just turned 10, so we can lower this down a bit. 75 minutes is 1 hour 15 minutes, and that's it. And I'll come to you when the 75 minutes are up. Hello, the timer's just gone off now, so I've turned the heat off underneath the canner and we'll let it cool down so that the pressure gauge goes right back down to 0. Do not touch your weight until it has reached 0. As you can possibly see, or not, pressure gauge has come down and it's saying 0 now. This thing at the back has dropped down, which means that you can open the lid. We'll take the pressure weight off. No escape of steam. But you've got to remember, always open it away from you because it is fucking hot in there and it will scald you. So Then it's away from you. See the steam coming out now? That go straight in your face, and if you're like me, wear glasses, steam up and you can't see anything. That's it. Now we'll leave it for a few minutes just to sort of acclimatise. I'm doing everything that we can now. As you can hear the ping, that is these metal lids, not the tattle lids. The tattle lids never ping. But there's 2 pints of chickpeas, 1 pint of beans, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half pints of chickpeas, and 5 half pints of beans, and a bean sauce. So that'll keep us going for a while. Thank you. Bye. Hi. It's the next day, and I'm having a look how they've gone, because they're completely cool now. I've got to take the bands off, test the seals, and wash the jars, and then label them and mark what's in there and the date it was done. So that's what I'm going to do now.
It's a